not a doll moment. Hello everybody, I'm Gamester522. Welcome back to more Digimon story, Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, in the last video we did some quests. Alright, what do you have to say? Some sketchy poster on the second floor of Broadway. Have you seen it? Sketchy poster? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some paranormal shit happening in this place. Anyway. Large capacity USB. Ooh, hold on. I need to pick that up. That'll come in handy. Okay, let's go ahead and develop for another 10,000. Booyah. Once my farm starts going a lot better, I definitely will be able to get a whole lot more shit that I really want to use. Okay, we're looking for a sketchy Ooh, what's this? Ah, I see that sign caught your attention too. Huh? The Super Ultra True Puppet. It's quite the intriguing name, that's for sure. Like the name says, it's an exquisitely crafted doll made to look like a real human being that you can buy online, or so I hear. Though calling it Super and Ultra True is a tad redundant, they could have gotten to the point across without using both terms. It's actually not that expensive. I'm thinking of saving up my money and buying one myself. And it's made by okay, how do I say this? Jorogumo Co. Limited. A nice, snappy name for a company, although there's a bit of sketchy vibe to it, too. Anyway, I wonder who the model behind this doll is, too. Come to think of it. Oh, hey, a case just came in from May at the Inodin Occult Research Club. Drop by the office when you can, alright? Ooh, boy. Now, I'm just going to say that if you buy dolls of people, I'm not going to judge that. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, here we go. New story. Living doll, dead person. Okay, that's not a good thing, but I guess we got to do it. Detective Kurumi, you have to help us. You have to help us, please. May, calm down. I'm sure she'll help us. Tell me what's going on. What's wrong? Given that this is business from the Occult Club, I take it we got another supernatural case on our hands? Yeah, I mean, no, probably. I don't think this has anything to do with the occult this time. Oh, then why all the big fuss? Well, there's apparently these dolls being sold on the internet that look like me and May. I think those dolls are called Super Hyper Ultra Lookalikes or something like that. Whoa. You must be referring to the Super Ultra True puppets. I've heard rumors about them. Alright, tell me more. These dolls, their faces, their bodies, everything from top to bottom looks just like us. They're so accurate, it's creepy. And to make matters worse, they're being sold real cheap. You'd think they could go for at least a little more money on the market. That's right, you go, girl. Hold yourself in high standards. That's not really the problem here. You get that, right? But it still sucks. Makes me feel like they see me as some kind of cheap piece of junk. Well, I mean, at least someone has, like, a personal, realistic take on this. I mean, I find it weird, too, that your doll costs several thousand more yen than mine, but okay. Oh, man. Wait, so you do care about the price after... I said it's not important. Anyway, these dolls that look like us are being bought by otaku all over the place. And when I think about what those guys are probably doing with their... to them, it just really creeps me out. You know, this reminds me of another incident. I wonder if this is connected to that. What kind of incident? There's a really dicey looking service out there that's called the Perfect Girl Project. You can use it to get a living doll made in the image of your ideal girl and live the life you've always dreamed of. but the police have been hearing about how owners of these dolls are going missing. I was just discussing it with Detective Matayoshi. Super ultra true puppets and living dolls made in the images of people's dream girls? I guess they sound like they could be related, but are you sure there's really a connection? That's the tough part to prove. To make dolls that look similar to how you two really are, it'd have to take pretty specific data on your bodies. I imagine getting your hands on something like that isn't exactly easy. Actually, I have an idea of how they might be managed to pull it off. There is an LDC machine in the arcade in Akihabara that I think might be suspicious. LDC? You don't mean lustful dream chicks, do you? There's certainly not one for subtlety if that's the case. No, not that. I mean Living Doll Club. That's what LDC stands for. Right, it's a machine that scans all of your body and makes a 3D printed figure of it. Our data could have somehow leaked out of that, I guess. I definitely can't deny the possibility. Then our next step is clear. We need to head straight to Akihabara and gather info on this Living Doll Club machine. That'll be your job, Keith. As for me, I'll see if I can dig up anything else regarding the Perfect Girl project. Sure thing. Alright, so it's off to Akihabara. Dude, wouldn't it be crazy if this episode goes up on, like, the day that, like, dolls and shit start to become, like, a hot topic? It'd be interesting. You know anything about Living Doll Club? Living Doll Club, is it? For a time, there was a huge campaign about how to use the latest in 3D and whatnot. There was a Living Doll Club in the arcade down the way, wasn't there? Wait, there was? Oh, hey there. You there. I can tell from your body language you're frustrated and unhappy. Okay. I mean, I guess you're 0% right? Yeah, I'm talking about you. I know this is out of the blue, but I bet you're into beautiful women, aren't you? Well, depends on how much fur they have. I'll have you know that I sell top-notch dolls, all of only the prettiest girls. Maybe you've heard of them. They're called Super Ultra True Puppets. What? If you want, I can let you have one for cheap. Go ahead, check this one out for yourself. Okay, that's creepy as all fuck. But I'm not saying I'm not into it. Granted, this one's an ugly one that was made up. God damn. When you got people calling Nokia ugly. Holy shit. God damn. You know, a little bit of subtlety will go a long way. Just saying. But you understand how my real dolls look now, right? Yes. Well, if you're interested in having one of these for yourself, I got something even better, but it's a top secret service. Nobody can know. Okay, what's with the laugh? Let me ask you, how are you doing health-wise? It's debatable. Yeah, it could be better, could be worse. Great to hear. Really? Even if you weren't 100% perfect, you'd probably still be fine. What the fuck does that mean? I bet you're bored with how your day-to-day life is going. Wouldn't you love to just throw it all away and spend it with the girl of your dreams? Doesn't that sound just fantastic?
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I 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 need it!
I guess. I don't know. You're kind of putting words in my mouth, boy. Because with this Perfect Girl project, I can offer you exactly that. Hold on. With the Perfect Girl project, you can have your ideal girl recreated and sent straight to your room as a living, breathing human being. There's just one condition you have to abide by if you use this service. Just one condition, and you can be free from the tedium you've lived with up until now. I bet you're wondering just what that condition actually is. I understand. That's a fair question to ask. Tell you what, I'll let you in on that condition free of charge. The one condition is that once your dream girl's been sent to your room, you can never leave it for the rest of your life. Simple, right? What? Oh, you don't have to worry about survival. The girls take care of that for you. So what do you think? Not a bad deal, right? That's okay. Take all the time you need to think. Once you know you want one, just get in touch and I'll make it happen. Right now, I think I'll just go check out the LDC machine at the arcade. Yeah, I won't get fucking... I'm not gonna get fucking raped. Oh yeah, I got a lot of text messages. Alright, let's check this machine out. How's the investigation into the LDC machine coming along? Ah, so you're just about to get started on it. You encountered a suspicious man out by the LDC machine? That's good timing, because I'm detecting a faint digital noise signature close to where you're standing. You better take a close look at that arcade machine. I bet you'll find some clues about how these super ultra true puppets are being made. As usual, this case is starting to take some weird turns, so be ready for anything in there. Looks like I can connect jump to the LDC unit. Alright, let's go. Wonder where we are. Let me go ahead and put up hide security. Probably be for the best. I want to go ahead and go around here and pick up items. Because we love items. There's just Bodemons here. This place is filled with babies. Weird. Now, speaking of, I do want to go ahead and say I'm probably not going to be grinding for a really, really, really long time. Wait a minute, I've opened that chest before. I think we may have been here before. It must be connected to some other network. At least if I'm going to assume. Oh boy. I take people's data, make dolls from it. Lots and lots of dolls. Dolls that steal souls and people become dolls. The dolls are lifelike, the people are deathlike. Huh? Who? What are you? And any interference must be punished. Any interference must be punished. Alright, so now we're fighting in goddamn Infirmon. Okay, if there's one thing I want to tell you guys about Infirmon, if you don't remember at this point, is the thing about Infirmon is he has all of his attacks have a 5% chance of instant death. So we're going to have to be dealing with that. Okay, I confuse him. Good. Paralyzed and confused. It is scary, though. And stunned. Damn. I was surprised Telemon is missing that much. Almost there. Goodbye. Alrighty. There's something on the ground. Mysterious URL. Wait, did I just come out of the LDC machine? What? You're not with the cops or something, are you? Are you? I'm the cop's secret weapon. Oh, I didn't realize that was who I was hitting up. I must not be on top of things like I used to be. Well, I've made a good amount of money as it is. Maybe it's time to call it good enough for now. Don't bother to try and come after me. If there's one thing I'm still good at, it's running away. See ya! You Joseph Joestar motherfucker! Oh well. So the perpetrators behind the case are probably that salesman you met in a Digimon working together. It's unfortunate he got away, but we'll live. As we suspected, those two probably used that LDC unit to gather up girls' data, and then used it to make the Super Ultra True puppets. Then does that mean you guys checked out the LDC unit in Akiba? That probably means that you have a good idea of who's behind our dolls then, right? Don't get too excited. We didn't arrest the guy, but we got him cornered. I doubt he'll try to pull something like this again anytime soon. But the question still remains as to what becomes of the Perfect Girl Project now, At the very least, we know each doll's looks are derived from a real person. The doll's realism is then used to help sway potential candidates to join the project. But what is the Perfect Girl Project even really about in the first place? I think Detective Kurame mentioned that people who are a part of it have been disappearing, right? Indeed. Keith actually picked up some rather useful information about what's required of anybody who does join the project. What is it? Anyone who has their dream girl sent to their room can never leave it, ever. I'm sure I don't need to explain why that's probably a bad deal. Oh, what's this? My, it's a URL left at the scene of the crime. This might come in handy, Keith. I want you to go to that URL and check it out. But don't worry about going too deep inside. We don't know what you'll find there. It's very possible we could be dealing with something extremely dark and sinister. Dark and sinister? We're talking as grim as the stuff you look at for fun in your club. Maybe even more so. Whatever's on the other side, it's not going to be pretty by any means. Let's go. What the hell? What kind of URL is this? Hi? Huh? Who are you? Cyber Sleuth? Man, this place sure gets crowded now. Is this my room? Yeah, of course it is. What's this about being inside of Eden? Stop joking around. This is clearly the real world. How could I be in cyberspace? Who are all these girls around me? They're my dream girls. My dream girls are as pure, pristine dolls. Yep, this has all been made possible thanks to the Perfect Girl Project. You really know your stuff. As promised, in exchange for these dolls, I've stayed locked up inside my room. Life with these girls is the best. I couldn't be happier. They take care of everything I need. Really, I don't see any reason to leave this place anyway. It's perfect here. But this really is inside Eden? Ah, cut it out already with that, man. Are you sure you're not the one who's actually dreaming right now? Okay, this is getting us nowhere. Alright then. So that URL led you to one of the victims of the Perfect Girl Project. Victim? What do you mean? Remember, to join the project, you have to stay holed up in your room for the rest of your life. But in reality, he was lured into Eden, and now he's living with those girls there while he's actually unconscious. But then that means... Right, the so-called life he's leading with those girls in cyberspace is just one big lie. The whole thing's just a sad scam. Anyone who falls prey to its unwittingly imprisoning themselves for life inside cyberspace, thinking they've never left the real world at all. That makes sense. It also makes sense if you think about the name of the company behind it, Jurogumo. How so? Jurogumo is a mythical spider who appears as a beautiful woman to attract men to her waterfall. They'd plunge in for her and die at her hands. Oh, I knew if there was anyone who'd know about this, it'd be you, May. You really know your occult history. Okay, so I get all that, but why go through the trouble of locking victims up in their room and then imprisoning them in cyberspace? If somebody's stuck inside Eden thinking they're still in the real world and don't log out, then all what's left inside the locked room are living bodies, which could be used for any number of things. Like what? According to police investigations, the victims' bodies are carried off by a third party and taken overseas to foreign countries. What? Why would anyone do that? A lot of applicants are young and healthy. There are who knows how many people around the globe who'd want such fresh bodies. Jesus Christ! That's so horrible. We don't know for sure if it's anything along those lines. It's just a theory for now. Ugh. Just thinking about it gives me real goosebumps. Anyway, about that guy your assistant met a little while ago, what do you think happened to him? It's hard to know for certain. On one hand, his body might already be lost forever, but on the other hand, we might still have a shot at saving him. Might as well see if we can call out to him. But we should be prepared for the worst. What's this? Please, you need to log out. Is this another one of that kid's pranks? How many times do I have to tell you, buddy? I'm in the real world. I couldn't log out even if I wanted to. You must be pretty clueless if you think all this could possibly be inside Eden. Well, it couldn't hurt to try. I mean, there's no way it'll work. It's not how it works in the real world. I mean, come on. Huh? What am I seeing here? I don't get it. Error. Nowhere to log out. Well, fuck. The line between dreams and reality can be musky. It's why I can't dismiss the possibility outright. Who are we to say we don't live in a dream? Arata's been seen in Shinjuku a lot. What's he up to? Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now that fucking sucks. That guy had nowhere to log out. That means he's gone. Jesus Christ, was that not okay? I'm sorry, I have to end the video. That's fucking insane. All right, that's why you read the fine print, kids. That is why you read the fucking fine print. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this. What is this? Fucking morbid. Morbid is all shit. Yeah, it's gonna be it for this very morbid episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Till then, see you then. God, Jesus fucking Christ.